guys, welcome to launch day for my book, The Secret French Recipes of Sophie Valroux. I am doing a reading for you today, and I thought, how fun would it be if I did the reading at an actual chateau? So I'm here at Château du Gudanes in the Ariège region of France, photos to follow, and I'm in the kitchen. Voila. Here I go. I'm reading a partial of chapter 12, The Pressure Cooker. I just found the recipe for the daube when a young, elegant blonde woman with steely blue eyes walked into the kitchen carrying a basket filled with fresh herbs. The scents of rosemary, thyme, basil, and tarragon infiltrated my nostrils. I wondered how in the world could this woman garden in kitten heels while keeping her nails manicured and her hair perfectly coiffed in a lacquered French twist. She eyed me up and down and locking onto my ripped jeans. I see the prodigal granddaughter has returned. I was expecting French, not English, to come out of her mouth. I also wasn't expecting to be insulted. After Remy, the odd whispers of the waitstaff, and now this woman's attitude, it seemed, aside from Clotilde and my grandmère, was all too thrilled I was back. "I'm Sophie," I was about to say. "Nice to meet you," when she cut me off. "I know exactly who you are. I'm Jane," she said, her smile faker than a Louis Vuitton bag purchased on Canal Street. "We can't wait to hear all about your life in New York. You were a Michelin chef, yes?" By her smug expression, she knew exactly what had gone down in New York. I shifted on my stool uncomfortably and cleared my throat. "No, I worked at a Michelin-starred restaurant," I said. "A chef de partie?" "How exciting," she said. "She learned everything she knows from her grandmère," said Clotilde, nodding her head of curls. "We're very proud of her." A brunette with blue-violet eyes, the color of pale hydrangeas, trailed in a few minutes after Jane. She carried a large crate filled with mushrooms similar to porcinis. "I went foraging this morning, and the saps are still in season. There must be hundreds, all of them exquisitely beautiful," she said with excitement. She placed her bounty of mushrooms on the prep table and looked up, taking notice of me. "Bonjour, Sophie. I'm Philippa, Jane's twin." My upper lip twitched with disbelief. Granted, I was happy to have a break from speaking French, but I wasn't expecting English twins. Complete polar opposites, Jane and Philippa didn't share any similar traits. Whereas Jane was tall and elegant with a swan-like neck and had a figure most women would kill for, Philippa had shocked, shaggy hair and was as skinny as a French green bean, an haricot vert. Perhaps even skinnier than me, if that was possible, and she went au naturel with her makeup. By means of explanation, Philippa said, "We're fraternal twins." "Oh," I said, "when you hear the word twin, you expect..." "Two of the same kind, cut from the same mold," said Philippa, her English accent strong. "Nobody ever believes us when we tell them." "Well, nice to meet you," I said with a pause. "If you don't mind me asking, where are you from?" "Bibury, England. Ever hear of it?" said Philippa. "Sorry," I said, "I haven't." "No worries. Not many people have. It's lovely, located on a river, and in many ways it reminds me a lot of Champagne." "How long have you been working at the chateau?" I asked, my curiosity piqued. "Our parents retired and bought a small home in the next village over. Salcaz about 10 years ago. You get a lot more for your money in France than in England. There are quite a few of us rôti de boeuf in the area. Grandmère Odette says we're invading Tarn and Garonne. Anyway, a few years ago I lost my job, so I escaped England for France, and I've been working for Grandmère Odette ever since. Jane, too." You realize rôti de boeuf is quite an offensive term. It means roast beef," said Jane. Unlike Philippa, Jane's accent was reminiscent of the Queen of England, and peppered with exaggerated snobbery. I know, said Philippa with a nonchalant shrug. She locked her gaze onto mine and winked. And I, for one, find it absolutely hilarious. Sometimes I call your grandma a frog. She gets a kick out of it, probably because the word doesn't roll off my tongue. She repeated the word for frog 5 times until she got it right. Philippa smiled, her blue eyes clear and friendly. I was so excited when I heard you were here. You're all your grandma talks about when she's not talking about the chateau or food. How long are you staying on at the chateau? Asked Jane, leaning forward a bit menacingly. I'm not sure, I said. At least until Grandma gets better. Well, your grandma is under the impression we need your help. She thinks we can't manage without her. I don't know anything about running a chateau, I said. I'm sure you don't, said Jane. And that's the end of my read from The Secret French Recipes of Sophie Valroux. Thank you so much for joining me on launch day, and cheers. Here's the book, and we'll see you soon. And pictures of the chateau I'm at will be posted below in comments. Ciao. Thank you.